Hi, this is not a game dev vlog, with a blind first weekly run, which turned out to be a combination of high rolling and basically some of the most broken pets in the game to me. We start out with the two Murmels and the Cricket. Our opponent has the Frog, which, yeah, I think it's a great pet, but I almost never take it because it's just too complicated. I don't like it. I have to think ahead and I have to think about how to sell, and I never make actual use of it. Here we find our third Murmel, so we can prepare the level up, as I do take the Frog here. But I think just for the stats, vowing to sell it before it gets complicated. Not sure about that one. Do we win here? We don't. So we actually start with 3 losses. We recover 1 heart. So not off to a great start. But we do level up into the betta fish, which together with the pill, which I don't freeze here, is one of the stronger tier 3s. But we also freeze 2 chupacabras. And if you play a little bit of super auto pets and especially Unicorn pack, then you already know that this is the broken pet I'm speaking of. It's a tier 2 and it's basically strong enough to take you to the end game. So we take the 2 chupacabras, and I can already say I'll promise not to take this anymore, but you are going to face a lot more of these teams this weekly because it's so strong and you cannot go around. But look at this high roll. I already have 5 chupacabra in the 4th turn, I think. And with the betta fish, we put some stats on it. We get more health. But also, as I'm bragging about my high roll and my luck and the strength of the chupacabra, we are still on 0 wins and 2 hearts in turn 5. So is that 4 losses in a row? I think so. But we're building brick by brick, I say. So here we level up into the Dragonfly, which is some nice scaling. I haven't looked at the pack. I can show it here because this is a replay, obviously. So not a lot of scaling actually. So I'm quite lucky to get the Dragonfly, I think, especially because I'm already leveling up the Chupacabra and then I find the Hippocampus. And yeah, this combination is that's the broken one, I think. So just to show, Chupacabra on knockout gives health, and a lot actually. And then in battle, the Chupacabra will give 2 attack for every health, except for to itself. And this is also a situation while I'll start the start the fight. This is also a situation just like with Warg, where the fact that it doesn't give health 6 health once, but it gives 1 health 6 times. That's the thing that breaks the Hippocampus. So that would be one of the fixes. If it just would, like here, it gives all its health to the Dragonfly and then it triggers the Hippocampus 6 times. Of course, it could be solved with trigger limits. But that I'm not a fan of in general. But if it would just give all the health in one go, then it would only get 2 attack from the Pegasus. And I think it would change a lot. So we lollipop here as well because we keep getting more attack than health, because it also works both in battle and in fight. So actually maybe it's not the Chupacabra that's the broken pet, but it's the did I say Pegasus? I mean Hippocampus is the broken pet, and here we end up with the 222 Hippocampus, and we claim our 2nd victory. More Dragonflies, so we can now scale 2-2 every turn. I think we're going to take the melon that's presented to us here. And a little bit of money. I don't see people taking a lot of grapes, but it basically turns every pet into a level 1 swan. And yeah, that's nice. So you have a little 2-for-1 because it's a Dragonfly and a swan. Here we face the hippo, but it's just not strong enough against our level or tier 2 Chupacabra. And then look at this, I think we could have beaten this team twice, basically. That takes us to the 3rd win. So we do have a lot to go. But yeah, I'm feeling very strong here. Just take the ferry for a little bit more. strength. It doesn't add any synergy. And we build a beta fish for even more stats. So we basically have one big unit, but it is one big unit that if it survives or if it knocks out one or even two opponents, it will make the whole other pets very strong, as we can see here. So it started with just a 20-20 or something and a couple of 1-1-2-2s, and now we have an insanely big ant team, and the stilt I added is absolutely far from being necessary at all. Now we can go for the level 2 Dragonfly. It would be nice, but who am I to ask for things to get the level 3 Chupacabra, as we take the Nurikabe, because that will take very well use of the extra stats it will give. It will be a big wall if we even use it. And then also we have the Phoenix in the back to ensure that really nobody can beat us. Yeah, like we see here, it would be of course very ironic if we get beaten here. But I think as long as we get the first knockout, the whole chain reactions will give us just the win. Here we find the level 3 Chupacabra. Freeze the angle in hope of finding something interesting. Not sure what I'm looking for. And what I would sell. Maybe the Nurikabe is next to go. And here, yeah, as we see, we just beat the first hippo before it pops. So it's just a matter of who scales fastest. So maybe also part of this high roll was the fact that we get decently early Dragonfly scaling, and we were able to ensure that all buffs every turn went onto the Chupacabra. And here we go, Tiger Chupacabra for maximums coming. Did we even take a loss or a draw after starting with all these losses? I don't think so. Let me do the math after this fight. So here we faced a strong Mantis Shrimp, which does kill us in 2 turns, or in 2 hits, which makes it so that our Chupacabra only gets 1 trigger, but still we're very strong. Maybe I have to start worrying that we're getting outscaled. But maybe that was just a strong high roller. Yeah, well, maybe the Dragonfly or the Tiger. So maybe there is something interesting to anglerfish. So let me see, we're on turn 12. We had 4 losses. And we have 7 wins. So that means, yeah, we just lost 4 in a row and now are on a 7 in a row winning streak. So if we win 3 in a row, we win after shop phase 14. So that's also a kind of, it's not a perfect run, of course, but it's kind of a tanking, dive boat, smurfing perfect run in a way. We don't take the anglerfish and we find crane, which I think, yeah, is stronger than the tiger here, because if we stay alive if we take 1 hit and stay alive, we always get 2 hits, and then we get the 2 level 3 Chupacabra ability, which, yeah, again is just insane. Here we find it's a very similar team, but what's the difference? Is it the crane? It is kinda, I think. Also, yeah, they also have the level 1 Hippocampus, but we also have the Phoenix in the back. The horse is in the back, the Phoenix in the back, level 2 Phoenix already. So, yeah, who's gonna take us? It was only the previous fight, not this one, but the one before that was kind of close. And now we're just, just taking more mushroom on the Phoenix, mushroom on the crane to keep it alive against some snipes that are available, like here. Will we get through this falcon? Let's see. And we do. So he does copy, but it doesn't go off because it cannot knock us out. So this looks kind of close. But we have the level 2 young Phoenix. So we take this one. So we now have taken 9 wins in a row. Let's check out. I think there's nothing much to improve. So I take the pepper here to, I think, reduce the chance of being one shot. Although if we get sniped, it doesn't matter. So maybe a waste of money. We even freeze the lollipop for good measure. We could lollipop the Chupacabra, and here's the last fight of our unknown herbs against the giggly boogeyman. So they do have a big attack on our front, and it looks very strong here. So, oh, this is the 1 HP. I was gonna say this is a loss, then I was gonna say this was a draw. But we have the 1 HP win with the broken combo Chupacabra, Hippocampus. I'll vow to not do this run again this weekly and try to go for something more interesting, but here you go. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It's fun, it's cozy, I think. And always, thanks for watching.